One of the greatest things about the RV lifestyle is the people you meet. And I want you to meet Phil and Tracey. So tell us where you're from, Phil.
Well, we're definitely not from Texas, as you can probably imagine from the accent. And we're not from Australia either. So we're from England, and we've been here. How many years have we been here?
12 years.
When we first moved from England, we bought a house in San Jose in California, and we lived there for, oh gosh, about 8 years or so.
Yeah.
And I was working for HP at the time, and I was a Q brat. And I remember back...
A Q brat?
A Q brat, a rat that lives in a crew.
A cube.
Yeah.
A cube brat. Okay.
My English accent, yeah. So I used to sit there and instead of running on my wheel, I used to sit there and go through my email messages, and that's pretty much what I used to do every day, and sit on the phone. And it sort of got to the point, do you remember we were in a hot tub one night, and we've always wanted to RV, and so we said, boy, wouldn't it be great to RV, and yeah, we could do it when we retire, and we were sort of looking at each other going, well, why wait? I have those kind of crazy moments. And,
I know the moment.
Those crazy moments. You're like, we should just do it now. We're like, well, why can't we do it now? It's like, okay. And then your brain starts going, and we're thinking, well, I work from home, so home could be an RV. That works.
I know one reason that you would think that maybe you couldn't do it now, though. You had 2 kids. You have 2 kids. So how, what went through your mind about how do you RV with 2 kids?
Well, in some respects, we would never, if we'd lived in England, we'd never have thought that was ever possible. But when we moved over here, a lot of our neighbours homeschooled their children. And that's not possible in England. You just can't do that.
Why?
Because legally they go to a school, and there is no way to homeschool in England.
Oh.
So, but here, when we lived in San Jose, a lot of the neighbours homeschooled, and so that got us thinking. Well, okay.
So we have one other member of the family here.
Down here. His name's Murphy.
This is this is Murphy. And we will have to meet Allie and Josh in a little bit.
Hello.
All right.
Okay, now we've already been talking about them, but this is Allie and
Josh.
And we were talking about homeschooling. That doesn't happen in England, but it does here. So what does it mean? You've been in there studying, right?
Mm-hmm. For the past few hours, well, all day actually. But like this morning, I had a class conference with a student was in, I can't remember where, but they were in Africa, and so they have to make it time so they can be able to attend those classes.
Wow. And homeschooling. Where is home?
Home is a motorhome, so it's anywhere that we hook up. So.
And you told me you just started a new school year recently, right?
Yep, just 8th grade. So, yeah, it's good. Harder than last year, but.
And who defines this that you've just started 8th grade?
The K-12 online curriculum.
And which grade are you in, Allie?
I'm a freshman, so.
Hey. Well, and what do you think? Would you recommend this to other families?
I would definitely recommend this to other families. Yes, definitely. There's so much out there that you can learn a lot more out there in homeschooling, and also get to do more, and you seem to have more time. So. Yeah.
How about, did you ever attend a regular school, and if so, do you miss the people there?
Well, I kind of miss getting to see my friends every day at school, but I get a lot better education and stuff, so yeah.
Wow. I just think this is so cool. I can't imagine, people can't imagine that we full-time, just the 2 of us, and this is 4, and this is twice that.
It's never a dull day. In every way.
Good morning, everybody. We're here at the Escapade in Goshen, Indiana, in the vendor's booth. And we want to talk with Phil and Tracey a little bit more. So this is how you make your living while you're on the road.
Yeah. Try.
And how did you know how to set up a retail store? I mean, have you done retail before?
No. Apart from my parents always had their own business. Otherwise, it was really, we were both from high-tech, large companies, and so all we knew how to do was set up something very professional. But then, of course, there's those cost constraints that large companies don't have. We had to go through that initially, yeah.
And where do you store all this stuff as you travel?
Oh, it was everywhere. In the shower, in the bedroom, underneath, everywhere.
Well, so show me a couple of your goodies here. What's your biggest seller, Phil?
This one is really extremely popular. It's called the Click-Free. Basically, it's an external backup drive, which is nothing special except for the fact that this one has some software preloaded onto it, which just makes backing up incredibly easy. I mean, I had somebody come back to the booth. She was so excited. She said, I've got to tell you, this product is one of the few products that actually lives up to the hype. She was that excited because it is click-free. You put it into a little docking station or connect it to your computer, and it'll go and hunt for all of the files that you might not even know are there. It knows where, what it's looking for. It knows what to back up, and does a fantastic job of making sure that everything's safe on this drive for you. So this is really popular, isn't it? We've done very well with that.
Cool. We certainly like it when people back up, so we tell them about that. And now I think Jim was talking about there's just a cable that will turn another hard drive into the click-free?
This little piece of magic here called the click-free transformer, what it'll do is, as the name suggests, it transforms one of your existing drives into the click-free. So it gives you all that extra functionality, which is great because so many times in technology people say, oh, that's old, throw it away, buy what we have. It's lovely to be able to have something to say, no, what you've got is good, this just makes it better.
So the software is all in the cable there somewhere?
Yeah, it lives in this little piece of memory that's in here. You put your old drive into here, and magically it becomes the click-free and does all the easy backup for you.
Okay, so that's the important stuff, but now what's the fun stuff?
So I love to read at night, and Phil wants to go to sleep. So we used to have to put a pillow on his head and then he could sleep. But since and everybody wanted book lights. I've tried every book light I could find and none of them worked. So that's when I got these. And these clip on to your glasses. So you just use the little button to open the clip, you turn them on, and then you can actually read at night.
And it's exactly
where you need it. So you
mine's a little bit more high-tech, you know me. So this is what I love. I think it's so cool. It's kind of like a mobile security camera. You can think of it that way. And what it is you've got a little camera coupled to a motion detector. But then the coolest thing, it's also connected to or built into a cell phone. So what happens is, the idea is if you're away from your home for any extended period of time, you can have this guarding the home. You can turn it on and off by sending it text messages with your cell phone. So you could be on a beach in Florida. You say, okay, start guarding, stop guarding, switch between video and photo mode. Any movement in front of it, it'll take a series of pictures, and then it'll email them it'll email them to you and send them by MMS. So on your cell phone you can get a little picture of maybe the neighbours delivering some mail for you, and that's okay. Or if it's somebody carrying a TV, you think, oh my goodness, that's not good, and you can make the call and take care of it.
Now, the other thing that Jim has said he wants is the solar charger.
Oh, right, yeah, this is very cool.
Well, so that is TechnoRV, and people can buy these things online, too, in addition to your booth, right?
TechnoRV.com.
TechnoRV.com.